Okay, guys, welcome back. Energy proficiency exam, problem number 33. Let's see who's going to stop us from passing the proficiency exam. The diagram below, square ABCD is inscribed inside a circle O, right? The diameter of circle O is 10 feet. Good. What is the area of square ABC? What is the area of the square ABCD? And as you guys see here, ABCD is a square, and everybody remembers that the area of a square, if I have a square with side A, okay, area of this square will be side squared, okay. Well, I don't know the sides for the square, but also you guys remember that the diagonal is given to you, and in a right triangle, and not just a regular right triangle, an isosceles right triangle, because as you can see in here, triangle DBC is a right triangle. Not just a right triangle, but a right isosceles triangle. Right isosceles triangle, if this side is A, that's A, and this is a special right triangle. You guys remember this angle here is 45, that angle over there is 45, and its hypotenuse is going to be a square root 2. Do you guys remember that? I mean, in every square, if you know the side of that square, you will immediately know that its diagonal is going to be side square root 2. How is that so? Well, remember Pythagoras' theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are nothing else but the shorter legs. Well, in this case, for this triangle, for this right triangle here, and for this triangle DBC in the given figure here, I can tell you that DC squared plus BC squared equals DB squared, right? But DC squared is A squared, BC squared is A squared, and that equals DB squared, which is given by, just trying to show you why is that A square root 2. Well, because DB squared will equal what? 1a squared plus 1a squared is going to be 2a squared. To find your DB side, right, your hypotenuse in this right triangle, because it's a half of a square, all you have to do is to take the square root of both sides, and this tells you that DB is a square root 2. Okay, side square root 2, whatever that the side of my square is, right? Where I'm trying to take you guys, well, we're trying to find the side, because if you know the side, then the area of the square will be just that side square, right? Well, dB is given to you, and that dB is 10 feet, right? Well, let's do that substitution in here. The substitution will be 10 instead of dB. So what you have here, I have 10 equals a square root 2. Now to find your side a, all we have to do is divide by square root 2, which tells you that the side of the inscribed square ABCD is equal to 10 over square root 2. And I know that, the rule in math, in algebra, tells you not to leave square roots in the denominator. But in this case, I don't have to work on that because you have to find the area of the square A, B, C, D, which equals side squared. Okay? What is my side? Well, my side is A, right? Well, that side A, we found how big it is, how long it is, what is its measurement, which is 10 square root 2, and I would just square it. Okay? And this gives you what? Well, 10 squared is 100. Square root 2 squared is equal to 2. And you find that the area of this inscribed square ABCD is equal to 50 units squared, in this case squared feet, and you are done. The answer to this problem will be B. Make sure you're bubbling in, you're filling in that bubble for problem number 33, and then you are moving on. Okay, similar problems, same approach. Remember, for a square with the side A, its diagonal will always be A square root 2. And if you want these angles here are always going to be equal to 45 because that's an isosceles right triangle. Okie dokie, we're done. Let's move on to the next one. Thank you guys.